swirl pot, tucked radiator, 2 fans, a shroud. That thing must be fast. What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning in for another video. In the last clip, you just saw that the swirl pot, the tuck radiator, the shroud, and the fans are already all done up. Sorry, I really haven't been recording much the last couple days. Haven't been feeling too well, first of all. And second of all, it has been a lot of content. So if you keep up to date on our Instagram, you'll see a lot on the story over there that I've been doing little pictures and videos of what we've been doing exactly. So the cage is done. It's fully welded in. The swirl pot has been fabricated by Ricky. The tucked radiator has a shroud, and right now I'm just looking for a pipe thread so we can put a little fitting on the bottom of the swirl pot, because the base that we bought off of eBay didn't come with the fitting. So we're here at Advanced for a few things, and I'll get some cutting tools as well that we're using over there. But yeah, it's coming out pretty good. I'm gonna get one of these as well. Additive, some pipe thread tape. Unfortunately, they didn't have the little saw bits that we needed. It's all good. We just ran out towards the end of what we were doing, so we got what we needed to be done. Now head over back to the shop. I didn't really record too much of the radiator process, like making the shroud or making the swirl pot or anything, because I got the idea from Young Static. If you aren't already following his YouTube channel, make sure to check it out. I'll put a little link in the description. He actually did it on a couple of his cars, and it comes out really good. The Volkswagen Sirocco, if I'm not mistaken, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, is the car that the radiator comes off of. So you basically just use that and then use an external filler neck, which you can either do like an inline and put a little filler neck right there, or make a swirl pot method like I did. And it actually works very well on a lot of cars that I've seen it. It kind of mimics the Speed Factory tucked radiator, which is an excellent product, not knocking it whatsoever, but it is a lot more affordable. You just have to custom fab a few things yourself, and if you feel comfortable doing that, it's a good option. And pretty much besides that, the roll cage is in. I've got a seat harness now, so we're track ready, we're safe for the track. Yesterday we were over at Yost's house and we were cutting up the DA. If you were on my Instagram or on my Snapchat, you saw a lot of that. We got to be able to lift off the rear of the car super easy. Next is YNS Lexan. We're gonna Lexan the whole car, doing windshield, side windows, the hatch. This thing is gonna be a kite, an all-motor kite. So that should be pretty fun coming up in the next couple weeks. And yeah, that's kind of a summary of the last couple days. I know I haven't made a vlog in a couple days. That's why I want to kind of go over. But make sure to check out the Instagram page, because I'm always on there every single day adding what I'm doing day to day, even if I'm not making a video of it. So you can see exactly what I'm talking about. There's a little drain valve, or I'm not exactly sure what this tank originally was for, but I'm sure part of the cooling system incorporated this little valve at the bottom that didn't come with a plug. So I'm just going to plug that up real quick. And I think it looks really clean with the tuck radiator. You really won't be able to see anything. And not only am I happy that it's tucked, but now I can have 2 fans, a good shroud, and yeah, hopefully I'll run a little bit cooler and a little more consistent on long drives. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add this into our cooling system and then top it off with some water as well. I got the super coolant in there as well as water. Now what I really love about this swirl pot, first thing being, is that you don't need to bleed it traditionally. So as long as you have the car running, that's your now highest point in the cooling system, so you don't have to use a funnel or the burp method or nothing. It just does it automatically, as long as you let it run without the cap for a couple minutes. So I've got the intercooler mounted up basically with a jack, just to kind of see what we're gonna have to make for brackets now. That's basically how the radiator is going to sit for the most part. It clears my headlight pretty well, and it just barely clears the wastegate, but everything's solid on the engine, so it's not really going to rock back or anything. And I'm a little concerned about the fan being so close. That's my placement, that's where I put it. I could have brought it a little bit out, but I do eventually want to wrap the up pipes and the manifolds, so that should help out a little bit. And besides that, the cooling system is pretty much wrapped up. I'm not going to be taking it home right now because we still have a few things to button up, as well as I have to go to work. But I wanted to show you guys, here is my cage all welded in. And I'm eventually just going to spray this down with some primer so it doesn't rust in the next couple weeks. And when I do paint the car, I'll paint the interior as well as the cage. But I am pretty freaking happy with how it came out. I also got these race clips from Froman. Traded him an ECU for it. And yeah, everything's coming out pretty good. Just have to mount that in. But overall, pretty stoked. I'm afraid that is going to be the end of the video for today. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of content. I just kind of wrapped a few things up, but I know a lot of people have been asking for an update for those of you who don't have me on Instagram and can't see as much. So I think I'll start making more day-to-day vlogs like this, even if it isn't a lot of content, just so I can keep you guys updated. Like I said, for those who don't have social media, in the next couple of weeks, we should have everything tidied up, from the roll cage, the weight plate that we're adding on. The cooling system should be completely done, as well as everything teched out for the track. There was a little crack on the windshield that I have to change the windshield again, but that shouldn't be a big deal. But everything's really coming together. I'm really happy. Hopefully in like 2 weeks or something, everything should be dialed in completely and we can head to the track and finally get that much deserved 9-second pass. So far, the world's fastest stock sleeve V-Series Integra. I know it's a lot of things. Basically, the fastest stock sleeve Integra is 9.7 in the quarter at, I think it was 146, if I'm not mistaken. So I definitely have the mile per hour on them. I have a mile per hour more. And when I got that mile per hour, I was running with no hood. And now obviously we have a hood. We have a bigger tire. Instead of a 9-inch slick, we have a 9.5. And the gearing is a little bit better in first gear, plus the LSD and everything. So we should have that record coming soon. I want to get like a 9.6, at least like a 9.69 or something, to get #1 on there. And it's not that I want to be bragging or nothing #1. It's just kind of a personal goal that I have. And it just so happens to line up with one of the records that if I'm able to achieve that, I'd be super happy. But besides that, you know, it's always been a car just to have fun. Nothing crazy. I'm not trying to break any world records, although I am in this case. But I'm pretty happy with the car. I love how the cage came out. So many thank yous to Ricky. So many thank yous to the whole team at Sellers Performance. Nick for standing around pretending like he's doing something. I mean, Nick for helping out with the cage as well. Shannon for providing some band-aids. Thank you so much. And she got mad that I didn't give her a shout out on Facebook. But yeah, so that pretty much sums up the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, like always, leave them down in the comment section below. Make sure to hit that like button, please. And if you aren't already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell so you're up to date with all of the all of those things that my mind can't think of right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.